What up, guys? It is Wednesday. I haven't made a video in a while, which is um not good, but also I feel like I haven't had that much to say and update recently. But today I finally went door knocking. I got out of my house, previewed a home, and then door knocked surrounding that house. Um, so um that is a good and a win because I haven't been able to get out of my house and door knock for a while, and I feel like um, door knocking is a prospecting method that is really nice to have and a really nice skill to have. And I also made my calls this morning. I attended um, Felix the Coach boot camp yesterday, and it kind of inspired me to start taking action and taking my business seriously because the time is going to pass anyway. And do I want to be in the sucky phase for a short period of time, or do I want to drag it out? So I don't want to drag it out. Why would I want to do that? I want to do it now, and I need to make some money. So I decided to go all in. I'm also feeling like a little bit better physically, so I think that is helping as well. I finished my antibiotic course last week for my H. pylori, and I feel like that has improved my mental and physical state. I don't know. And I've been trying to go to sleep on time. The bad thing is, while I was on H. pylori medication, I feel like my stomach was upset, but then I was like still eating because I felt like I needed the nutrition, but I think I actually overate. So now like my pants are like a little bit tight. So I need to start moving my body a little bit more. I think I need to work a midday walk with Riley into my schedule for at least 30 minutes. Go on a 30-minute like brisk walk with her in the middle of the day. I think that will help me and her be more settled the rest of the time. And yeah, I cold called this morning, and I found this like new thing that I could do that like makes cold calling a little bit like the time go faster while I'm waiting for people to pick up the phone, which is to like watch useful YouTube videos to learn something while I'm waiting for people to pick up the phone. So today I kind of watched a video about, I don't even know what it was about. What was it about? It was either about like procrastination or about discipline. I think one of those two. Or about something else. I don't even know. But while I was, watching the video, I took some notes, and I found this video really helpful because it was the same kind of mindset that I need to have in order to prospect. And y'all know that I have been wanting to go door knocking, and I haven't been able to bring myself to it. So this video kind of gave like the same type of tips that will change your perspective and allow you to do things you know that you need to do but can't do for some reason. So I made this little list of and I titled it Overcoming Reluctance to Prospect, and mostly door knock because I feel like I'm okay with making calls now, and I feel like I'm like over that hump of making calls. Alright, so the first tip is just commit to one small action to get over the hump and build momentum. So his whole thing is you don't have to plan to do this like 100-step process or this huge production, right? You just have to take like one little step. So let's say, you want to go door knock like 100 doors, right? But it's hard for you to mentally muster up the energy and say, I'm going to go knock 100 doors. But if you tell yourself you're just going to drive to the neighborhood and knock on one door, and that's all you have to do, then once you get there and you knock on one door, it's like, oh, well, I'm here, so I might as well knock some more doors, right? So just commit to one small action to get over the hump and build momentum. The second bullet point I said was go on walks. I guess this is for like mental and physical well-being. Stop scrolling the phone, which is, I think, helpful for not wasting time. I already quit TikTok, so that's helpful. Meditate / breath work. Yeah, I feel like that's really helpful to ground yourself. And this is also a point that Felix made in his boot camp to do meditation. And I think it's really helpful to just like have a reset and breathe, and then just like assess how your body is feeling at the moment and being, connected with your body and being aware, and then going on in your day. And probably helps with anxiety too. Breath work, and meditation. No caffeine. I don't drink caffeine anyway, but the past couple of days I've been drinking this jasmine tea that's been left over in my fridge, and I'm only drinking it because I feel like I need to get rid of it. Otherwise it's just going to be like an opened bottle of tea just sitting in the fridge forever. So after I finish this tea, I'm going to have no more caffeine, okay? The next point is it's okay to suck. It's okay to be human. So this is like kind of ties in with perfectionism and how when you want to do something and you need it to be perfect and it's impossible to be perfect, so then you don't even take the steps to do the thing, right? You don't even get started. So this thing is like, this bullet point is like, it's okay to suck, it's okay to be human, you don't need to be perfect, you can make mistakes, and you're more relatable that way anyway. So yeah. And then this one is not from this guy, this one's actually from Alex Hormozi. Watching this video kind of reminded me of like the other time that I overcame reluctance to go door knocking, and it was like right after I watched this video by Alex Hormozi, which was talking about like he thinks about death a lot, and like you're gonna die one day anyway, and you're like such a minuscule piece of like a person in the world that like after you die, like nobody's gonna remember you and nobody's gonna care. So like who cares? Like do what you're gonna do, and in 20, 40 years nobody's gonna remember you anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Like that guy you knocked that door on and he was really upset, like he's not gonna remember you. Nobody's gonna remember anything. So yeah, that was like an aside where I like kind of remembered another point. And then another point he made was, are you gonna die? No? Then okay. Like, I guess in some areas of the United States, if you're black and you go knock on a door, like, yeah, maybe you'll get the cops called on you, and then the cops will probably kill you, because that's what we do in this country apparently. But yeah, you could also get shot. So yeah, racism, real nice. But me as a 5'2" Asian woman that's probably doesn't come off as that threatening, I probably won't get shot or get the cops called on me. But we will see if I do. Okay, the next point is fear in action and regret over rejection. So be more afraid that you didn't do anything and be more afraid of regretting that you didn't do anything than fearing rejection from people. That is the point. And I think that is very true, because I feel like I more recently have been living in regret because I didn't make the most of my days and I didn't make the most out of my time. And you can't get that time back, right? You can't go back and do more. So I think that's a really good point. And then focus on actions and inputs over results. So this is really important, and I feel like it was in my brain at one point, and then it kind of like dissipated, and I've kind of forgot about this motto. But to focus on things that you can control, right? You can control your actions, and you can control the inputs and the outbound prospecting and the calls you make and the number of doors you knock. But and that's stuff that you can control, and that's the metrics that you should measure yourself on instead of the results, because those are things that you can't control, right? You can't control how people are going to respond. You can't control how many people are going to answer the door or talk to you or blah 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 blah. So if you can detach yourself from the results and attach yourself to the actions and inputs, that then you feel good about yourself based on what you did for that day and what you could control, right? Okay, and the last one is done is better than perfect, and this kind of goes back to the perfectionism point, where it's better to take action and do it kind of ugly than to want to do something perfect, but then you don't even start, or you don't even do anything. So yeah, so that's the list that I made, and I wrote it down so when I'm feeling like I don't want to go door knocking, or I don't want to don't want to prospect or cold call, I will still have this little list here to look at. So that's it. I think that's my update. To summarize, I finished my antibiotic course. Hopefully the H. pylori is gone. I feel like it's helped my health. And I've been trying to sleep better and eat better, and do all that stuff and not overexert myself. So I feel like I've been feeling better so that I can perform better, but also I think I just need to accept the fact that I'm going to be chronically ill from Epstein-Barr virus that never really goes away. And I think I just need to accept it and have better emotions about it and not struggle with it so much. Yeah, and find some way to manage the grief of my body. I talked about that in a previous video. And today I made a video because I wanted to update you guys that I went door knocking finally, because I've been meaning to and I couldn't, and I did it, and it was because of boot camp, and watching some YouTube videos and taking notes. And so yeah, it's June and I still have the rest of the year. And by the end of the year, I want to have sold a house for each month for the rest of the year. So, are we counting June? I guess we'll count June. June, July, August, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 7 houses. So 7 more houses for 2024. Do you think I can do it? Do you think I can do it? I think I might be able to do it. We'll see. Let's see how lucky I get. And how much prospecting I do. And how lucky I get. Oh yeah, another point of the video, I don't even know if it's the same video anymore. It's all just blurring together. But another point was, this was definitely another video, about working as a real estate agent. And this guy like door knocked, and in his mind it felt good because he knew he was beating all his competition and doing more prospecting than any of his competition. And so I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to be like really motivated and outwork everybody. I think this is a great opportunity to build your business and build your sphere, so that when the interest rates do come down, people are already know about you, and if they're going to do something, then they'll come back to you. Yeah, that's what I really want to do right now, is to have a lot of people know about me and like me. And once the economic situation is better, then I will be there to help them. And I hope all my work will pay off, because this is like the worst time to start a real estate agent business. So yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, and then the thing about like he said about beating all the other agents. I just realized in my neighborhood there's one agent that farms this area of like 1,000 homes, and she's kind of getting older. And I'm like, maybe I can take over this farm. What do you think about that plan, you guys? I feel like that's not a bad plan. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. So, okay, that's it. That was kind of a long video. I haven't made one in a while, so I mean, I think I said everything I wanted to say. That was a lot. I need to drink some water now. So, I hope you guys did good today. If not, that's okay. There's always tomorrow, and hopefully I will see you there. Hopefully I will do enough stuff tomorrow that I can tell you about it. So, thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow.